Hi guys, Hamster here. I got another video for you. This time we're not doing a review tonight. We're talking a little more informational on the Trijicon Acog, on setting it up and zeroing it. It's becoming quite a popular site. It's a really great site. I love it. But it's got some differences from any other sites or optics that I've ever used before. And I got some little tips on how to set it up a little bit easier. This is set up in meters, not yards, so an easy way to set this up without having to go out and set a target up at 100 yards and try to get on paper. You can set this up initially at 33 meters. So you can set, and you don't need a special target. Any standard target will work because the point of impact and point of aim will be exactly the same. So at 33 meters, you can set up your sight end target, which is equivalent to 36 yards or 108 feet. What you do is set your target up, and then you'll take and fire at the target, and you'll use basically, let me show you a little drawing here on what you're going to be looking at. You'll be using your 300 meter point of aim. You have your 100 meter, 200, 300 meter. Use your 300 meter meter point of aim, and then shoot at the target at 33 meters, equivalent to 36 yards. Use this aiming point and set your point of aim and point of impact to be the same. And then you can rough in. Actually, you can set it up really, so if you take your time and do it right, you can set it up at 33 meters. You should always double check it at 100 meters just to be sure. But if you set it up at 33 meters, use a 300 meter aiming point, you can set the target up a lot easier. It's a lot closer distance, a lot easier on paper, and it's a lot quicker. Now there's a couple things you got to remember. When you're at that close a range, each click will barely move the point of impact. This particular one is a 1/3 MOA. So it takes 3 clicks to move an inch at 100 meters. So at 33 meters, I'm only moving, it takes 9 clicks to move an inch. So 1 or 2 clicks, you're only seeing about 1/8 of an inch movement. So given human error, and it may look like it didn't move much. So, and some of them are half MOA adjustments. So you might need 6 to 7 clicks at 33 meters to move it an inch. So remember that. Don't make 1 or 2 clicks and go, hey, it didn't move. It's not going to move very much. The other thing unique to the Trijicon Acog, I've never seen this on anything else, and this will really mess you up if you don't know this. After you take your cap off, right here, you make your adjustments, and it's real crucial, guys, you work on either windage or elevation. Work on that one at a time. Work on your windage or work on your elevation, and then work on the other one. What you need to do is make your adjustments. Fire at least 3 shots each time. Make your adjustments. Put your cap back on. After each time you make an adjustment, reinstall the cap and then tap on the cap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like you're knocking on a door. Tap on that thing good. What this has is like a roof-mounted prism. And if you don't tap on it after each adjustment, it won't seat the prism. And then your point of aim and point of impact will be all over the place. And then you'll make 2 clicks and shoot, and the bullet could go the opposite way. And you're like, wow, what's going on? Then you'll make 2 more clicks, and then it will be off the other way. And you'll be basically chasing your tail. So each time you make an adjustment, tap on the cap. I don't care if it's windage or elevation. Just like that. After each adjustment, you got to seat the prism, or you'll go nuts. You'll be and especially if you're trying it at 100 meters and you're not tapping the caps, it will be a long day at the range. The other thing that help you out a little bit, the T51 mount. It's a good mount. The arms throw mount does not have the issue I'm about to show you. This does. This is a good mount. It comes with it. I have no problem with it. I like it. The only thing is to maintain your zero when you take it on and off. Here's a little tip. Tighten these down as tight as you can get them by hand, then use a screwdriver or coin or something and get about a quarter to 1 turn or quarter to a half turn more out of it, so it's good and tight. Then, I don't know if you can see it on the camera here. Take a piece of white marker. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. You can see right here. Take a white marker, put a dot on the frame, and then a dot on the screw. That will allow you repeatable zero a lot better, because if you take it off and put it on, tighten it till it's tight by hand, use your screwdriver, and then tighten it to get back to the same mark. That will basically make sure you have the exact same amount of torque on the mount every time. Because if you don't, let me back that back out there. If you just tighten it up differently every time, it's really going to mess with your zero. But by simply taking, I use basically a silver Sharpie. I put a dot here and a dot there. That way, if I take it off, put it back on as tight as I can with my hand, finish tightening with the screwdriver till the two dots line up. That ensures I have uniform torque every single time, repeatable. That will really help you out a lot. So that's the two big tips. You got to tap on the caps after every adjustment. Put two marks on here so you can return to the exact same amount of torque each time on the unit. And if you set a target at 33 meters, 36 yards, 108 feet, they're all the same, but it's the 33 meters, and then use your 300 meter aim point and then set it up so your aim point and your point of impact are exactly the same on the target. So aim right at the bullseye right here. Your round should be landing just above the post right there. And so you don't need a special target, you don't need a special sight-in target like you do, with the regular M16 sights, and that will set you up right on the money. I still recommend you verify it at 100 meters and check, and that will make your day at the range, setting up your Acog, a lot more fun. So just a little information to help you guys out, because I've got a lot of good information off the other guys on YouTube, so I would like to try to share what I can. So there you go. I hope that makes you guys a lot easier. Thanks for watching.